we might miss class because our professor can't find a parking spot. So why am I paying money to go to class for you to not even be able to teach me because you can't properly give parking spots to your staff?
Parking on Mississippi State's campus has been a topic of conversation and oftentimes a shared frustration among students for years. And with recent changes, it seems that the tension between the two has reached a boiling point. In previous years, MSU followed a zone-based parking system. This allowed students living on campus, commuters, and staff to select a zone of their choice, all for a base fee. Now, each zone consisted of multiple parking locations across campus and followed a 1-to-6 parking spot to student ratio. Under this old system, a parking permit cost $200 for commuters and $250 for on-campus residents. Now, there was an alternate option to buy more premium parking, things like gated sections and parking garage spots, but those all cost more. The new plan implements a tiered system, and it fluctuates in cost based off your proximity to the center of campus. And this can cost students up to $375 for a more central spot. On top of that, the parking spot to student ratio has dropped from 1-to-6 to 1-to-1.
They seem to completely forget that there are so many students that don't go to class that after the first couple weeks, you're going to have a lot of empty parking spots. And when the real issue is going to begin is when students start noticing how many empty parking spots there are, and they bring it to them and say, you know, there's 1,000 empty spots on this campus right now, and yet I still can't get a parking pass. What's the deal with that?
In an interview with The Reflector, Executive Director of Transportation Jeremiah Dumas claims the new system is meant to help alleviate congestion and overcrowded parking on campus. We reached out to several students about these changes. Here's what they had to say.
So I've had a parking pass for the past 2 years now, and never have I had this much trouble getting a parking pass or heard this many complaints about it.
Once you get in the portal, you have about 5 minutes. And by the time I saw none of my options were there, I kind of looked at it and I was like, parking garage is closest. And I also heard that in the parking garage, you get parked there for game days. So I bit the bullet and I spent $650 for the parking garage.
Students, that can't walk at all to campus. I mean, they commute. I don't know. Some people commute probably from surrounding cities like, Louisville, Philadelphia, other places. And that's just not feasible. Like, I don't know what they're going to do,
Expect me to jump through all these hoops to go to a 7:45 a.m. class, catch 2 buses, because I have to drive to Horse Park like they're asking to, catch that bus to Montgomery, and then hope that bus is early enough to catch the Starkville South bus. Like, that's what they're proposing that I do, essentially.
In the wake of these changes, petitions have spawned online calling for the resignation of Jeremiah Dumas and even for the university's president, Mark Keenum, to step in. If you have any personal experience with MSU transportation, let us know in the comments.